Hello, and welcome to the 19th annual and first ever virtual Green Living Festival from the Missouri Botanical Garden, specifically from the Earthways Center Sustainability Division of the Garden. I'm Jean Ponzi, Green Resources Manager on the Garden's Earthways team. And I have the happy responsibility of getting to have a conversation with each of our exhibitors. You would normally be able to walk up on festival day and have these conversations and talk about your project ideas. You still can after these little video introductions. Hopefully you'll make a connection to our exhibitors and the resources that they offer to incorporate sustainable solutions into your life. That's what green living is all about. Ideas, options, improvements where we live, work, play, pray, and get together at the safe and healthy distance with those we love. Ameren Missouri is our presenting sponsor, and in this exhibitor interview, I get to talk to Nick Levere. He is a program supervisor in the energy efficiency program of Ameren Missouri. And one of our 3 festival days, June 9th, specifically focused on energy, but we know energy efficiency is valuable every day. Hi, Nick Levere. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, good to be here.
So energy efficiency, one might think that would be a funny thing to advocate from an electrical utility like Ameren, which wants to sell us electricity, but you're telling us to save it too. Why is that?
Sure. Well, we are an electric company, but we want to help our customers save electricity as well and save money on their bill. A lot of us are customers, and we have a lot of customers in the area, and we all have bills to pay. So whatever we can do to help our customers save on those bills, as well as help our environment, are things we're trying to accomplish in our energy efficiency department.
You're doing a great job of that. We've been partnering with Ameren for many years, promoting the incentives that you have and working on programs together. We are all in this together to make things a little greener. Nick, I'm going to ask you to show us some specifics in a moment here about the energy efficiency programs that Ameren Missouri currently offers.
Okay, great.
So Nick, we're talking about residential energy efficiency here. I know Ameren Missouri and Ameren Illinois also have commercial efficiency programs, but Green Living Festival is really talking about where we are in our homes and our lives. And you have some incentives that we can all take advantage of, yes?
Absolutely. We have some really good incentives. I'm going to share with you some slides today and some of the programs that we currently offer that our customers can take advantage of. Normally, like last year, we were at the Missouri Botanical Gardens, and we shared these with your visitors live there, but we'll do this virtually today.
Yes, yes. So your slides, I think, are a good list of what Ameren is currently offering. Let's see the first one.
Okay. So I'll just talk you through some of the programs we currently have running that are pretty popular right now. Right now we have smart thermostats. That's a really popular program we have running right now and measure that's available through both our AmerenMissouriStore.com website. A lot of customers don't seem to know about this, but Ameren Missouri has an online marketplace, and you can get to it through AmerenMissouriStore.com. And on that marketplace, we sell a lot of different products like this Google Nest smart thermostat. We sell Ecobee smart thermostats. We sell Emerson Sense smart thermostats. These are all products that customers can get with an immediate $50 rebate right off the top. So that's a great product you can buy on our online store, and you can also get those in local retailers as well.
It's exciting that you've been working with retail chains for a while, Nick, to have Ameren instant rebate tags on things like energy efficient light bulbs, and now that you're expanding that to products like smart thermostats.
Yes, that's correct. And we do have light bulbs that are available with instant rebates in stores and on our website. Smart thermostats are going to be available. Actually, they've been available for rebates in retail stores, but we're going to start putting up marketplace signs here in the next week or two so customers can see that as well. And if they go to those stores and purchase a thermostat, then they can go to our online marketplace, or they can go to our website and fill out the rebate form, email it in or mail it in, and get that immediate $50 rebate.
Cool, cool. Lighting, one of the best investments you can make in energy efficiency, right, Nick?
Absolutely. Smart thermostats, you know, they're a learning thermostat. They do so much more than just a regular programmable thermostat. They learn your behavior. There's geofencing, so they can go up and down as you drive away to and from the home. There's just a whole slew of things. There's also, can you see my screen?
I can.
There are things on our website like this sensor. For my house in particular, it's a lot hotter downstairs than it is upstairs. So I have this sensor in my bedroom. So at nighttime, it detects the temperature on this sensor. And then during the daytime, it uses the thermostat to detect the temperature. So we can determine the variance that way. That's very helpful. So there's different products as well, like advanced power strips and connected home products that are on the Ameren Missouri store as well. So different ways you can get to that.
And again, I want to go back to lighting. We used to talk about, when I first worked for the Earthway Center, we were trying to get everybody to use compact fluorescent light bulbs. And the lighting industry has made such great strides with the efficiency and the color temperature of LEDs, and LEDs for specialized usage. So that's what you're promoting now, yeah?
Yes, that's correct. LEDs. If a customer changes out 5 of their most used incandescent LEDs in their home, they can save up to $75 a year. When I first started working in energy efficiency, I believe the L Prize bulb was coming out for LEDs, and then it came out and one LED was $50, but now we have 6 packs for just over $7, and prices have come down so much further. So customers can get great deals both in stores and on the online marketplace, and we have sales throughout the year. So great deals on LEDs throughout our customer service territory and on the store.
We're talking about residential energy efficiency here, Nick Levere, but I work with a lot of businesses that are making energy efficiency improvements, including the St. Louis Art Museum, the Contemporary Art Museum, our store at the Missouri Botanical Garden, where you really need specialized lighting. And LEDs are being developed now to meet those needs, as well as under counter and vanity lighting and dimmable lighting.
There's some really cool applications that they have out there, you know, like they went from T12 to T4s, you know, and some really interesting applications you can use for commercial lighting to put in really interesting places around your place of business, and things like advanced lighting controls where you can control everything through an app or on your TV. So when you're home, you can see what's going on in your business, and you can see as warehouses shut on and off, as people are walking up and down the aisles. There's some really neat applications they have going on. It's a lot further than just flipping on and off a switch than it used to be.
Ameren also offers incentives to make water heaters and pool pumps more efficient.
That's correct. As you can see on the screen here, we offer $350 for a high efficiency heat pump water heater. I don't think a lot of customers know this. I sure didn't, but the water heater is the second largest use of energy in your home. So if you get a high efficiency heat pump water heater, take $350 off the top. That's a good savings. And then right now there's a federal tax credit of $300 as well. So that's $650 right off the top of the heat pump water heater. And that'll really help you with your savings. I think it's a little over $300 a year you can save off of a standard electric water heater by switching to a heat pump water heater.
How does a heat pump water heater, Nick Levere, how does a heat pump water heater work compared to a conventional electric water heater?
So a heat pump water heater, from what I understand, and I'm using layman's explanation here, but from what I understand, it uses the heat pulled in from the air around the space it's in. So they like to put heat pump water heaters in the basement, so then it can pull the heat from the air around it to heat the water, as opposed to constantly using electrical coils to heat the water. That is the very basic layman's explanation. There's a lot more that goes into that, obviously, but I think that's how it works. It's kind of like how a geothermal system where they They put coils into the ground or underground to use that underground energy to heat your HVAC system. Well, this uses the same concept, except it's using the air outside the heat pump water heater.
You knew I was going to ask you a thing like that, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, and then pool pumps, summer in St. Louis, if people have pools, or this is a way to make those important tools more efficient.
Correct. So if you're lucky enough to have a pool, we offer a $200 rebate on in-ground pool pumps right now. And I believe you can save over $1,000 over the life of the pool pump by putting in a high efficiency Energy Star certified pool pump. So that's a pretty good incentive right there.
And you even have a directory of retailers where people can find these products.
That's correct. Thanks for calling that out. If you go to AmerenMissouriSavings.com, that's our website where you can really go to find out about all this information. So AmerenMissouriSavings.com has all our programs there, but there's also a tool we have called the Find a Retailer tool. And in the Find a Retailer tool, there are drop-down boxes. You can put your zip code, your address, and then there's the drop-down for pool pumps, LEDs, and heat pump water heaters. So you can put in a radius of how far out you want to search, and then you can search by whatever rebate you're looking for, and then it will help you find retailers for those particular products.
Mm-hmm. And more opportunities for savings on the next slide?
Correct. Flip over. We've had a pretty successful HVAC program running for quite a few years, and as you can see there up on the screen, anything from central air conditioners to geothermal heat pumps, savings up to $700 for central air conditioners and $1,800 for geothermal heat pumps. So that's a really popular program right now. The units have to be installed by a program ally, but those are really good savings to take advantage of right now as we're entering into the heating season here for Ameren, Missouri.
Mm-hmm. And trade allies, these are contractors, so many of them are, that understand what the terms are and will actually do the paperwork for you to get that Ameren rebate. You can either get a check back or you can take that off your bill working with that contractor, yes?
Yes, that's correct. And they've been working with Ameren, Missouri. A lot of them have been working with Ameren, Missouri for a long time. So they do whatever they can to make that process a lot easier, because a lot of the headache does go into the paperwork and everything. So we have a lot of good trade allies that we work with, and they really take the headache out of that process, because there's a lot that goes into buying a new HVAC system. It's really expensive. Many people don't understand the difference between a SEER 15 or a SEER 18 or a geothermal heat pump. There's just a lot that goes. It's kind of like buying a car. It's a really expensive investment. So our trade allies are there to help our customers understand what goes into that and how they can benefit from the different products and the different SEER levels and what's right for them.
Mm-hmm. Had a conversation in another exhibitor interview with Mark Bluestone of Smart House. They are one of your trade allies, and we referenced what they do to help customers take advantage of the Ameren rebates. What does peak time savings mean, Nick Lovier?
So peak time savings is a great program that works in conjunction with smart thermostats. And so when you go to AmerenMissouriStore.com and buy a smart thermostat, you can get an instant $50 rebate. If you sign up for peak time savings, you can get an additional $50 rebate right off the top. You don't have to buy it on our online store. You can also buy it in retail stores and sign up for peak time savings on our website, AmerenMissouriSavings.com. But what it is peak time savings is a demand response program. And so there are certain times of the year when the demand is really high, when it gets really, really hot. And so we have peak demand. So we schedule a peak time savings event. And so what happens when that occurs is we will pre-cool your house for this event that lasts nowhere longer than 4 hours. It's usually up to 4 hours, sometimes less. And we'll pre-cool your house so it gets nice and cool and keeps you cool and comfortable during that time. And then afterwards, it just goes back to your preset temperature that you had before the event. And so you get $50 in addition to the $50 rebate from the thermostat that you purchase. And then every year that you participate afterwards, you get an additional $25. So it's a pretty good deal.
Does that function because those smart thermostats are literally talking to the Ameren energy system, or is
Yes, it's all connected where they have yes. and it's the different thermostats have different systems that they talk to. The only smart thermostats that work with peak time savings right now are the Google Nest, the Emerson Sensi, and the Ecobee. You can get the $50 rebate on other Energy Star certified smart thermostats like Honeywell and things like that. But the only three that work with the peak time savings program are the Google Nest, Ecobee, and Emerson Sensi. And
Nick Levere, I'm sorry. Are these examples maybe more rudimentary or more sort of mechanical as opposed to electronic examples? Are they examples of what we're talking about a smart grid, about actual communication back and forth between the energy that's coming to you and your demand of energy?
Yes, I think that's more tied to the smart meters that we're installing. We're installing AMI smart meters throughout our service territory, and our hope is that we can create programs that will communicate with our customers, not our customers, but the mechanics that we have in our house and function back and forth like that, and we can get programs set up. But this is more of an event that we call out and send that signal out, and only people that are participating and have signed up for the peak time savings program can participate in this. And only ones that have smart thermostat. If you don't have a smart thermostat, one of those three, and you haven't signed up for this program, then you won't, and you can't participate in the program.
Get it. I get it. Thanks for explaining that more. And then when it's time to get a new refrigerator, when you get that old soda and beer refrigerator out of your basement, that energy hog, and you can't send it to the landfill because that's illegal in Missouri, Ameren will help with that.
That's correct. We have a fridge and freezer recycling program. You get $25 for a full-size refrigerator or a freezer. Will come now. This has been on hold a little bit because of the world we live in right now, but it's starting to open back up again, and we'll start picking up customers' refrigerators again at the end of the month. Our pickup guys will go out and they will pick it up at the end of your driveway or at your home, but they will not go into customers' homes. So it's a no contact, no customer facing type of pickup. They'll just pick it up at your home on the driveway, and we'll give you $25 to recycle that refrigerator or freezer.
And can you, when this service is available again, can people schedule that so they don't have to have a refrigerator sitting on the sidewalk?
Yep, they can actually call in and schedule it now. They can either get the number from AmerenMissouriSavings.com, or that's where they can go, or they can call our toll-free number to do that. But they can get scheduled now. They can get put on a wait list, or the program opens back up in a couple of weeks. If they call back then, they can call to schedule then and get scheduled.
And that's really important to do because, for one thing, white goods, appliances, you can't legally put them in landfills in Missouri. And also there are refrigerants that need to be recovered, and there's valuable metal in there. And what prompted Ameren to want to offer this kind of service?
Well, I think refrigerator recycling has always been a pretty big program in energy efficiency programs. As you mentioned, there are different things that are involved in refrigerators that we can't just throw into landfills, whether it's the VOC components or the oils or whatever have you. There's different things that we just can't throw into landfills. It's not safe for our environment. So companies that we work with do a really good job of breaking that down, and they recycle over 90% of the objects and the products that are in these refrigerators, so we can reuse them as opposed to just dumping them and burying them in some giant landfill somewhere. So by recycling them, we can help our customers out by giving them a little bit of money, removing this giant object from their house, and we can help the environment by not dumping this huge appliance in a landfill somewhere.
Doing all of that safely. I think we've gone, you have another slide. You have your contact information again, Nick. Would you reiterate that for us?
Sure, I have this on the end again. That's my contact information, my email address, and my phone number. If anybody has any questions about the programs or energy efficiency programs, we do have a lot of really good commercial business programs. I didn't really touch on that because this is a residential type of presentation, but if they're interested in that, they can call me and I'd be happy to talk to them about that.
And I'm really glad to see there in your title that you're the program supervisor for energy efficiency and renewables. Really, those things are going more hand in hand in the way that Ameren is developing programs and services and working with regulators.
Yes, yep, absolutely. We've got a great renewable department, and if you've seen on the news, Ameren Missouri is doing a ton of really good, exciting stuff in renewables. You know, putting up charging stations and charging corridors and all kinds of stuff with solar. And there's just a lot of exciting projects going on at Ameren Missouri right now.
Couple of additional features of the Green Living Festival. I will have the opportunity to do an interview about expansion of Ameren's community solar program. And on Tuesday, June 9th, Energy Day in the Green Living Festival, 3-day woohoo, we will have a panel about energy efficiency and energy programs that includes an Ameren presenter. So
that's great.
a lot of good crosstalk, a lot of good reiteration. You know, you need to reiterate things for us humans multiple times, but
very true.
We're doing a good job of that. Let's, I'm going to ask you to stop your slides for a moment, Nick. So Nick Levere, is there anything you'd like to reiterate from this conversation?
I'd just like to say thank you for having me. This was fun talking to you, and thanks for having us as a sponsor of the Green Living Festival. I just encourage everybody to check out AmerenMissouriSavings.com. We have a lot of good programs for them to take advantage of, a lot of good rebates, and check out our online store at AmerenMissouriStore.com, and we hope to see you all sometime in the future.
Nick Levere, Supervisor of Energy Efficiency Programs with Ameren Missouri. Thank you so much for talking to us, and thanks to Ameren for supporting the festival. Thanks to Ameren for being really a great partner in the evolution of energy efficiency and renewable energy and electric vehicles and so many different ways in which we can save energy and reduce emissions and protect the planet and save some bucks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Conversations with our exhibitors, one of the many features that we hope you will enjoy and be able to use and learn from the 19th annual and first ever virtual Green Living Festival. Ameren Missouri, our presenting sponsor, thank you so much, the subject of this exhibitor interview, and hope you'll take advantage of some of those incentives when it's time to make a purchase of an energy using thing. The staff and volunteers of the Earthway Center have brought you this festival, and we look forward to interacting with you in all of the ways that we can. Safe, healthy, efficient, and green. You'll find all of the festival resources at mobot.org/greenlivingfest, available for your viewing and your convenience and your reference when you need them. I'm Jean Ponzi, Green Resources Manager from the Gardens Earthway Center. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for the green things you do.